Hello, my friends. Today is July the 26th, and this is a psychic reading for you if this is your birth date. This is a reading to cover the year to follow. A 4 card pull, approximately 6 to 10 minutes. Bear with me. I do psychic readings. I do healing work, a lot out of my office in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and a lot of readings, psychic readings via the internet. If you want a reading, look at my credits, give me a call, give me a text. This is a 4 card pull, as I said. A lens card to look at the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action to take to stay in balance, and an outcome or synopsis card. So the lens card is Eros, and Eros is that sense of entering. Eros, is not just eroticism. It's not just sexuality. Eros is anytime we want to merge with something that draws us, gives us a sense of connection, gives us a sense of pleasure, gives us a sense of deepening of our sensuality, deepening of our sexuality too, but not necessarily all the time. This can be, friendship. Can be, a very loving friendship. This can be a very loving experience with music, with art. This can be an amazing experience with hiking and yourself walking in nature. This can be a very amazing experience with anything or anyone that you are drawn to as some kind of attraction that feels bigger than life, feels bigger than you, makes you want to be with something or someone else. Anything that draws us out of ourselves and says, oh, look out, look at that, feel that, oh, ooh, those are Eros. And that can be a friendship that's deep and empowering and connecting and joyful, or a love or a lust that is the same thing, But, with Eros, you always have to be aware of how much power you're giving over to that other thing and that other person, and if it's taking you over the lines that you want to go over and holding you in places where you don't want to be held, or is it this Eros can be a walking sensuality experience of every moment, a deep blissful connection. But it depends on what you think is that connection. Is it that outside thing that's giving you the joy, or is it the joy that's inside of you? And can that be replicated in other ways? Can that be replicated without this thing that might, hold you and clutch you and keep you? So, it's always about that recognition of what you want to share and how deeply you want to share it, and how you can merge without losing yourself and your identity, and yet feel a part of and sensitive to and inspired by and in line with something else that's calling you. So this is your challenge. Temperance. It makes sense. Eros comes along, something's really friggin' attached, attracting you. Something's really attracting you, and you want to go toward it. But if temperance says, be careful to not be bombarded by the tsunami that's going to take you out and drown you, or don't be overcome by the volcano that's going to erupt and devour you. Find a way to temper yourself, be in the middle somewhere. Don't give yourself over to those big extremes, or those big things that can kill you, can hurt you, can capture you, can hold you. So this is about temperance. Your challenge, temperance, is to not just jump fully whole hog into everything that is attractive to you. You have to take your body, your mind, your soul into consideration. You have to think deeply about, is this going to be beneficial for me, or is this not going to be beneficial for me? Is this something that's going to, obsess me and contract me and hold me in some kind of addiction? It's really going to be bad for me, that I might have a hard time getting out of. Do I want to make that choice to go that deeply, to have that kind of spiritual psychic experience that I want to have, but it's going to hold me in some kind of horrible place afterward? There are other ways, there are other mechanisms, there are other means to experience that height and that joy and that emergence of self and something else or someone else, that bliss. But you have to be aware of not jumping into things this year that just could possess you, rather than you finding a way to merge with it on some kind of connective tissue level. So what is this saying? Be careful. It's saying be careful of what you fall into, of what you find yourself sensually involved with, what you find yourself erotically involved with. Is it overwhelming you? Is it smothering you? Is it holding you? Is it compressing you? Is it not giving you breath and life? And so I think there's a fear. I think the challenge is to face your fears of jumping into something that could hurt you, and yet find a way to do it that keeps honoring your own safeguards, your own ethics, your own integrity, your own morals, your own need to sometimes break out of the box and do what is unexpected, do what is taboo, do what is not necessarily other people's choices, but to live authentically is to break through some of those blocks, and to break through some of those walls, and to taste and test some of those, quote, poisons that others have described as poisons. So you have to have a sense of discernment. And I think that's what the action here is spider discernment. You are the creator of your reality. Spider is creator. You are the creator of your reality. And what you choose to say and to do determines where your life will go and how it will flow in many ways. Maybe, even if it's karmic, and that's still a buildup of the way that you have done things before. And it keeps saying, you still want to do this in the same way? You still want to give your power over in the same way? You still want to give your life over to those things that don't serve you in the same way? That can keep coming back to you lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Or whether you think this is one lifetime. This is about using your spirituality, using your creativity, using your sense of the sacred. Grandmother Spider, in some places created everything that is. So she knows everything that can happen. She's seen it all happen on her web. She's seen the words that she spelled on her web. She created language. She created creativity. She created art. She created communication. She created the interwoven dynamics of everything around with everything around. So she understands on that deepest of levels how sometimes one can fall into a spider trap and be eaten. And she understands how other times one can, write one's poetry and spell one's bliss and call one's magic to them by writing on the webs and not be eaten, but to find freedom and creativity and joy and connection. So what is this saying? Well, it says, don't give up your power. Don't hide yourself away. Don't stop yourself from experiencing life. That's what you got. That's what you're here for, to experience life in as full of a way as you possibly can. Do it with, a great sense of honor that, some things can hold you and kill you, and that some things can open you and free you. And Spider is, a great companion and a great guide to say, where are the, dear Spider, dear Grandmother Spider, where are the traps that might hold me and hurt me and kill me? Grandmother Spider, talk to me. Where are the things that can free me? Can you spell it out on your web? Can you spell it out in my dreams? Can you spell it out in my day-to-day life? What, can I see from who I draw to me, or what words I draw to me that talk to me about magic, and talk to me about deep connection, talk to me about my spirit and my integrity? Grandmother Spider, how can I create, work through things and create along the way, my healing, my own healing? So if you enter your Eros, your lust for life and connection and sacred connection and physical connection, if you enter that with a sense of, I want to have temperance, I want to go through this, I don't want to be afraid of losing myself or killing myself. How do I keep moving through it? Ask Grandmother Spider, find creative ways to do it, find trusting ways to do it, keep asking for what are the places that might hold me and lock me in and even hurt me and kill me. So that in itself will keep teaching you something if you keep asking yourself those questions. Final card, synopsis card. You're just human. You're on your path toward your enlightenment. You're not going to make wrong mistakes. You might make mistakes, that you regret later. You might do things that you regret. And you'll have to learn how to heal that. But, if you go in with a pretty solid heart, an open heart, if you go in with a lot of compassion for yourself, if you go in with a lot of trust that you're going to be led, and the Grandmother Spider, Creator, God, or whatever you want to call it, is there to guide you and teach you and take you along your own individual authentic path, then I don't think you're going to have a problem. You're going to come out of this year with a greater understanding of your own heart and soul, your own understanding of your own limitations, and your own understanding of your own freedoms. Oh,